Good evening. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about ITV's drama Demons. Don't know if you've caught it, not sure what day it's on, don't really care. Anyway, the rough premise of it is that, well, there's this guy who's a teenager, apparently some sort of birthright or something, he's a demon hunter. I think his dad was before him, might run in families, don't really know. And there's this whole group of demon hunters, really. There's the guy from Life of Mars, what was his name? Philip Lannister, who is like an old demon hunter who's in their group. And there's this blind woman. And they go around, they hunt demons. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not ripped off Buffy at all. It's not. You know, the writers have been clear that they've never even heard of a show called Buffy. So how could they have, you know, stolen the premise that there's this teenager who has a birthright to do this stuff and blah? No. Anyway, where to start? Things that it's done well. Costumes and sets, pretty good. Yeah, no, I think they've done that. Makeup's pretty nice. Things they've done badly. Let's start with Philip Lannister. If that is his name, it might not be. Pretty sure it is. He was Gene Hunt in Life of Mars. Anyway, he's a good actor. I liked him in Life of Mars. I didn't see him in any of the other stuff he did, or Ashes to Ashes. Didn't bother with that. But he was good in Life of Mars, particularly his fiery kind of, you know, real, gets angry quick, then calms down again, plays a bit on the edge of the rules, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, in Demons, they have got him doing a horrendous American accent, and it just ruins him as an actor completely. The problem being, you see, is that because he's having to think about doing the accent all the time, he can't just leap into his fiery tirades that he used to do before. He can't do it. His vocal cords won't do it for him, and you can see him gearing himself up to get angry every time, and it just ruins it. And not to mention that the accent is so bad that it really makes you struggle to take him seriously as a character, just because you're like, well, no, you're clearly an actor doing a horrible American accent. But anyway, moving on. Next thing, we'll stick with actresses or actors. I don't know a name, I'm afraid, because I haven't done any research because I can't be bothered. But there's one of the women in there, in their little demon slaying group. She is apparently blind. Now I say apparently because it is some of the worst blind acting I have ever seen. I watched the whole second episode, which I have to say I missed the first due to sort of rampant apathy, really. But I didn't know she was blind until I watched the third episode. I don't know how that can happen. If you're playing a blind person, how someone could watch a whole episode and not realise you're clearly doing something wrong. I mean, she looks at things, she walks around things, she has an amazing ability to hold on to things that people haven't told her. She just reaches out and touches them, holds them and stuff, and walks through doors. It's amazing. In the third episode there's this bit where she's walking up the stairs and the guy, the young chap, the main character, helps her up the stairs a bit, you know, saying, oh, I'll hold on to you, really lovely. And then they get to the top of the stairs and he walks through the door and she gladly walks round it and through as well, and just, no, it's just awful. To show you how awful it is, actually, I was channel hopping the other night and I flicked past a really classic old Poirot, not known for its great acting abilities or, you know, high quality standards, good little stories nonetheless. But I was channel, and within 5 seconds I knew that one of the characters in this was blind. I just, you know, flicked through, random scene in the middle of it, oh, that woman's blind. I mean, you know, I managed to get through the whole episode of Demons without even considering the fact she was blind, without it, I just thought she was pathetic woman. I thought she was the pathetic woman cliche that they had in there who refused to do anything. But unfortunately, that spot's already filled with the other characters, the main character's best friend / girlfriend. Like, she wants him, but he doesn't want her yet. But there'll probably be some hilarious switch around later on or something. Or maybe it'll be the final episode they'll get together. Who knows? Anyway, we'll move on to that. What else? I've written a list here. Aren't you impressed? Yes. No, we'll leave that till the end. Okay. The weird direction. I'll tackle this. Oh, we're noticing this get a bit long already. Okay, weird direction. Third episode, they were fighting this rat demon. Okay, he was clearly quite ratty. The makeup, as I said, has been quite good. But at the end of every scene that he was in, there was a shot of his rat-like tail for about 5 seconds. And that's fine for the first time, just a bit of emphasis. This is a rat, I can get on with that. But every scene that he was in, this massive shot of this guy's rat-like tail, we get it. I reckon they must have spent a fortune on getting that tail done, and that's why they wanted to use it as often as they could. But once you've gone through a whole episode of knowing that this is a rat-like demon, you don't need to be told again by having a 5-second shot of his tail. It was ridiculous. And finally, okay, I will make this finally as we're running a bit late, the script. And this is quite a big finally, because it is the worst script that I have ever seen since Gimme Gimme Gimme. Apparently people used to like that, I'm not sure why. But this script is just awful. Every scene, the first thing the character will do will tell you how they're feeling. There was, in the third episode, there's 3 scenes in a row where the character tells you how he's feeling, and he hasn't actually changed his feelings yet, but he has to remind you in every scene, just in case you might have forgotten. And there's no subtlety, there's just none. Everyone's just, if they're trying to subtly tell you a bit of the plot, unveil something in a marvellous way, they just have someone go, "Oh, you're looking sad. What's upset you?" And the person will suddenly tell them their whole life story and how it relates to this particular event that's just happened, and how this means they're going to have to go slay another demon or something. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use slay, should I? That's Buffy terminology, and we've never seen that or heard of that program. So that's it, really. I'm not sure how this is run so late. I've already recorded this once, and it was shorter than this, and I had this massive tirade about TV licenses and how they're good, and people who don't want them are stupid. But apparently this is gone much longer, so it must have lots more juicy nuggets for all of you to enjoy. And just don't watch Demons, don't bother. If you enjoy it, take a long hard look at yourself in the mirror and just question your intelligence, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.